So this is my first YouTube video, and I'm super excited about what this channel is gonna be. So that's really what I want this video to be about, just you guys getting to know me and me explaining what this channel can be and what I'm excited for it to be. Okay, so I did kind of a Q&A on my Instagram, or I asked you guys for questions, and I got a lot of good ones, so I picked out some of my favorites and some that were just kind of like basic get to know you questions, and I really want to share those with you. So let's go ahead and get into those questions now. Okay, so the one question I got a lot was how old was I? How old am I? I'm 18 and I actually turn 19 next month, so that's really cool. Okay, so the next question that I got like 3 different times was my favorite thing to do in my free time. So I have a lot of different things that I like to do. I love to read, I love art, I love to paint and draw. But I think my favorite thing to do in my free time is hang out with people, like my family and John, my boyfriend, and then my friends. And I'm really excited about that, like in college, like being able to hang out with people and new people. The next question was, what is my favorite song? And that one is tricky because it changes like every few days. So right now, my favorite song is Spirit Lead Me by Influencer Worship, I think. I just heard it like 2 days ago and I'm in love with it and I have listened to it a lot. So go check that out. I actually posted it on my story yesterday on Instagram. So I can put the link or whatever down here. The next question was more of like a deeper question. And I really liked this because I really want to be real with y'all on this channel. And so this question was asking what the most difficult time in my life was and how I handled it. So sophomore year by far was the most difficult time in my life. My mom had just had a new baby, and they were in the hospital still. There was health issues on kind of both sides. The baby, we weren't sure if she was gonna make it. So that was difficult in itself, but I was at home with the rest of my siblings. And so that was kind of, I just felt like a lot of pressure, but it wasn't just because like I was watching them. There was like, I was going to school. I had a lot of friend issues and I don't know why, like it happens in high school. So I just wasn't handling it well, and I really went through this long period of just anxiety and depression, and I wasn't realizing it. I just didn't feel like myself, and I felt like I was tearing down everyone around me. I just didn't, it wasn't healthy. And I came home from youth group one night and I was like, Dad, do you think I have depression? And my parents were both like, yes, you do. We need to figure this out. So that was like, oh, okay, well, let's do this. So for me, it took a lot of praying, a lot of just like giving it up to God, because that was the only thing that was like making any sense. I would have panic attacks and I couldn't move, I couldn't speak. So I just had to think, like I had to think, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And finally, like I'd come out of it and I could drive home or finally get to sleep or whatever it was. And then I also had to take some anxiety meds because a lot of what was wrong was like chemical imbalances. I hadn't been eating the way I needed to, and it was my body I wasn't taking care of it the way I needed to. So they're not for everyone, but for me, they really helped, and I didn't have to take them much longer than like 6 months, so it wasn't that bad. And then just having good mentors, good people you can go talk to and just explain everything. Because I found that like I was leaning on people to an unhealthy point, where I needed to be leaning on God. And so finding that good balance and finding someone who could be like, hey, listen, like, yes, I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to help you, but you still need to find these answers with God. Like, I don't have all the answers. That's really important too. So that was definitely the most difficult point in my life and kind of how I handled it. You can't do anything without God. Like, He is going to give you more than you can handle, but that's so that you can rely on Him, because you need to learn to trust Him. So I definitely couldn't handle that on my own, and He helped me through it. He is how I got through it. The next question, actually like a lot of questions I got asked were about me and my boyfriend, John. You'll, like, if you go look at my Instagram, you'll understand why. But a lot of people wanted to know how long we've known each other. So we've known each other for 5 years now. We met in 8th grade, and we've been dating for 3-ish years. Like 3 years and like 3 months, I think. So we were acquaintances in 8th grade. Like, we hung out with the same people. Freshman year, we were best friends, talked all the time. And by the end of freshman year, we started dating. And ever since then, that's how it's been. So we're both going to the same school. We're going to North Central University. So that's going to be really exciting. We're really excited to go and explore a new city together. That's going to be so much fun. The next question that I got asked was, what expectations do I have for the next few months? Which I really liked this question because it kind of made me focus in on what's happening in life right now and not like the 10-year plan or whatever. And I'm definitely a planner. So to take a step back and be like, okay, what in the next few months am I looking forward to, like just right now, not my whole life? Because you don't know what's gonna happen. So right now, I'm super excited to go to North Central University next month, actually like on my birthday, and I'm going to study church leadership, like get a pastoral degree, and I really wanna focus on women's ministry, which kind of rolls into why I'm doing this channel. I really wanted to have a platform where I could start that now and not wait until I was like graduated in a church or something. So yeah, that's what I'm really excited about, exploring the new city. I've never lived like downtown before, so that's gonna be super cool because it's in the heart of Minneapolis. And then meeting new people. I have 5 roommates that I've like talked to over the phone, and I'm super excited to meet them in person and get to know them and be best friends and meet all these people in my classes. Like, I cannot wait for that. So that's gonna be okay. So one really popular question I got was, am I bilingual? And I am not. As much as I would love to speak Spanish or some other language, I cannot. I need to take classes. I did take 2 years of Latin, which was incredibly difficult and not conversational at all. So like I can't say anything. And I don't remember it because it's also been, I think I took it my sophomore and junior year, and so it's been at least like a year since I've actually taken any classes in it. So yeah, no, I'm not bilingual. Maybe one day. I really want to take Spanish lessons. A lot of the followers on my Instagram are from Brazil or Puerto Rico, places like that. And so I want to be able to talk to you guys in your own language because I really appreciate that you guys take the time to talk to me so that I can understand you. So I want to be able to do the same. So I'm really hoping to learn that one day. But for now, I only speak English. Okay, so another popular question along with my age was, what is my birthday? So August 22nd is my birthday, and it's also move-in day at NCU, so that's gonna be interesting, especially for my parents. I'm sorry guys, yeah. What's your favorite Netflix show? I have a lot of them. White Collar, Friends, and Jane the Virgin are probably like my top 3. Like I could watch those over and over again. Friends is, it's been around forever and I love it, and I've watched it like 3 different times, but my sister I'm sure has watched it more than that because she's like a fanatic. Like, it is crazy. White Collar is super fun. It's like this guy who he was like, he did a bunch of crimes, and he was in jail. They finally caught him, but then they used him to kind of catch art thieves and imposters and stuff like that. And so it's a lot of like secret agent FBI type things, and I love shows like that. I don't know why, but I do. They're super interesting. So that's another really good one. And then Jane the Virgin, I don't know if you guys have watched that, but it's hilarious. It's super dramatic, over the top, and a lot of fun. So it's very predictable, but it's really funny to watch because of just the humor that they pull in. So that I would recommend as well. Okay, so the next few questions, well, some of them are gonna be very like deeper questions, I guess. So when did I start believing in God? That one is kind of hard because I don't have like a specific day. I grew up in a Christian household. Like everyone I know, everyone in my family is a believer, which is such a blessing, and I had no idea that that wasn't really the norm and how blessed I was until I got to middle school and high school, because I started to go over to friends' houses and see, oh, this is different. Like I'm very blessed. Like this is not the normal for everyone. So that was a huge influencer, obviously. Like having all these people speaking into my life and praying over me meant that I was going to just, I feel like it was just naturally, like since I was little. So my mom says I asked the Lord into my heart when I was 3 or 4, and she remembers it very well. I don't, because I was so young and I have an awful memory, like really bad. So I've been baptized twice as well. I was baptized when I was young, and then again when I was like 13 or 14. My mom and I were at a church service, and they were baptizing like 50 people. And the pastor got up and was like, if anyone else feels like they need to be doing this right now, get up here. So we went, my mom and I, we got baptized together, like we were holding hands. It was awesome. It was such a sweet moment, and I'm always gonna remember that. So yeah, I've been a believer since I was this big, like forever. So that's really a blessing. Okay, so this one is like another really big icebreaker question. Your favorite color? And I can never answer this because I have so many. So like right now, this yellow is, I'm obsessed with it. Like I even have my nails that color right now. Blues are like all blues. I love them. And then lavender is really pretty. And 100 green, I wear that a lot. So I have a whole lot of different colors that I love right now. Yeah. I love art, so it's really hard for me to pick a favorite color because it's just so fun to mix and match them and make your own colors with different paints and stuff. So, all right, so another question. All right, I think this is the last one I have. This one was probably my favorite because it was asking what my favorite book of the Bible is and why. So this one I've had to think about for a long time, and like I like all of them, but not all of them are the most fun to go through. Like Exodus is not, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go study that. Like, so my favorite, I think all-time favorite is 1 Timothy, and specifically chapter 4. When I was on my very first youth retreat with my church, God really showed this chapter to me, really verses 11 through 16, and those have kind of just become my life verses. They encompass everything that I want to do with my life, what I hope I can accomplish, and what I hope I can glorify God by doing. So I actually wanted to read those verses to you and then kind of talk about this channel and everything that I'm hoping it will be. So 1 Timothy 4:11 through 16 says, "Command and teach these things. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech and conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. Until I come, devote yourself to public reading of Scripture, to preaching and to teaching. Do not neglect your gift which was given to you through prophecy when the body of the elders laid their hands on you. Be diligent in these matters, give yourself wholly to them, so that everyone may see your progress. Watch your life and doctrine closely. Preserve in them, because if you do, you will save both yourself and your hearers." So that youth retreat was the first time that it was prophesied over me that I was going to be a pastor, and I thought that was kind of strange. Like even going home, telling my parents, I thought it was weird because I didn't really think that there was a lot of women pastors. There aren't a whole lot of them. And so that was just kind of different for me. And I really, like growing up, was like, oh, that's cool, but other things that I could do, like things that I'll be more financially stable in, things that make sense because like my dad's a doctor, my uncle's a doctor, like I could be a nurse, I could do something in the medical field, I could do physical therapy, something like that. So I pursued nursing. Like I was applying to schools that had good nursing programs. I had been accepted into at least like my number one school for that. And I was shadowing people, and it just started to become clear, like, this is not what I'm supposed to do. Doors were being closed. A scholarship I applied for that was really going to make this school possible. I got like the minimum, and I had been praying. I was like, God, if this is what you have for me, like make it clear, please. Like, and that was like, doors shut. Like, this is not going to work. And when I was shadowing people, like nurses and medical professionals, I just felt out of place. I felt like I was intruding in a spot that I just shouldn't be. And I wasn't handling it like I thought I could. I love helping people. I love talking to them and helping figure out problems and being there for them. But I also take it on myself sometimes too much. And so I'm really learning how to handle that and do it in a healthy way. But my dad's a psychiatrist, and so I shadowed a lot of like psychiatric nurses and sat in on little small groups, and it was just, I just couldn't handle it. So it's definitely a gifting he has, but I don't think that I could handle that very well. So I was praying and fasting and just like, God, what do you want me to do? Do I need to take a gap year and just like work in the church, or what should I do? And so this opportunity opened up for me to go to North Central, and I wasn't super excited about it at first because I had a plan, and I'm a big planner, and it wasn't what I had planned. And so I really had to learn to just give it up to God. And once I did that, doors started opening. I realized nursing was not for me. I needed to pursue what God had told me when I was in 6th grade. I needed to go into ministry. And I had such a heart. I do have a heart for women, hurting women, and I want to help them. And so women's ministry just makes sense. So I'm going to go to North Central and get a pastoral degree and focus on women's ministry, and I can't wait. And I have a good connection with my boyfriend's mom. Her best friends have this women's ministry called Mon Ami, and they've really taken me in and kind of shown me the ropes, given me advice, and allowing me to kind of partake in their ministry. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm sure I'll talk more about that in later videos. I can have a whole separate video for that because it's a whole lot. So I'll explain that in another video. But there's just so many opportunities open right now. After college, John and I are planning on moving to LA. So that's going to be super cool, and working under Pastor Samuel Rodriguez. That's the hope and the dream. And so we'll see where God takes us. I'm really hoping that we'll end up there, but that's going to be a whole adventure in itself. So this channel is going to be whatever God has it to be. I'm really hoping it can be a lot of fun. I love vlogging, watching vlogs. My little sister has been watching vlogs since she was like 8 years old, before it was popular. And we all thought she was crazy because she was watching people just live life. And now, like, that's what we crave. I feel like social media has such like the fakeness to it, almost like this is the best part of my life, and we don't have a lot of realness in the world and like in what people are putting out there, and that's what people crave. And I think that's why vlogs have gotten so popular, because you're watching people's real life and watching them do things that they would do every day, and sometimes they do super exciting things, and that's fun to watch as well. But just being able to connect with somebody over social media is really cool, and it's such a cool platform. So I'm really excited to grow this. So I'm hoping to do vlog videos, like just living life, especially when I move to Minneapolis, because that's going to be super cool. You guys can go on the adventure with me, and we'll do some sit-down videos like this. I really wanted to do this just so you guys could get to know me. So hopefully this helps you get to know me better. If you liked this video, if you have ideas for new videos, if there's things you want to see, just let me know, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. See you guys. Thank you.